Today I'll be showing you how to create this scene. Tutorial, you are going to need a simple sky background. You can always Google it. It's not sky, it's rather a ground from the sky footage, and you will also be needing obviously Element 3D from videocopilot.net and Jet Strike, since we're creating a jet flyby scene, and this is mostly about camera technique and how to create a smooth pan. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is draw up your picture of the ground, and I already done that. No, I haven't. Just bring it into your comp simply by putting it here, or just drag it in there. And having done that, you wanna make your sky 3D like so, and just bring it back by holding C and dragging it back, and scale it up. The numbers, how much did I drag back? 2300. So yeah, now you want to scale it up. So if you drag back 2200 with this picture, you need to size it up. I want the size to be a little bit bigger than the frame or the composition. So 500, about 500, let's say. Even number 500. So that's what we have. Maybe down a little bit. And now you wanna create new layer, solid. I have to adjust this. 1280 by 720. Same for composition. 1280 by 720. So, and obviously I have to adjust my picture now. Let me see. There we go. Simply bring it above the black solid. That's why we maybe scale it down a little bit, 350, because we changed the composition. And now let's go to Effect, Video Copilot, Element 3D. Open up Group 1, go to Particle Replicator, and instead of point, change to plane. Go into Scene Setup and find your Jet Strike where all the jets are, and I'm gonna work with Fighter Jet 2, and maybe turn on the environment and find a bright, nice environment like this one, Blacklight 2K11. That will do. Now let's create, in fact, this one should be at the bottom. Our picture should be at the bottom. Let's create a new camera. I'm going with 50mm camera, and let's do light, parallel light. And if this happens and the background becomes black, just go to your background, click double AA quickly, and turn off the lights and accept light and accept shadows off. Let's go back to our light and hold C and just drag it up. Like so, and stay over there, and let's pump up the light intensity by opening up your light, and maybe this will do. Now, what we're gonna do is just rotate until we see the back side of the jet, like so, and go to your element 3D. In group 1, scroll all the way until you are just above group 2. Open up the create group null and create, let's call it jet null, like so, and let's call this element 3D. There you go. And so we have created the group null. The group null is how we are going to animate the jet. This controls our jet. It's much easier to work with the jet now. Second thing we want to do is we want to create smoke trails. So let's go to our element 3D again and go to utilities. Open up utilities, and let's say we want a smoked like a velocity trail on the wing. I don't even know what it's called. I'm just gonna call it velocity trail and create. And let's see. Let's go to the first one again. That's now we have one. Let's call it from the front. It will be right. So we need one more. So let's do it again. Generate 3D position. And create. And we're calling this one left. From the front it will be left. So those two positions won't work with particular, but what they will do is they hold the position which we are going to copy and pass into point lights. Point light work with particular. So let's create 2 point lights and call it left and right once more. Left, light, or just left, and right. So what we want to do is click on P on the position we created, 3D position, and copy it and paste P again on the left light and paste it. And sometimes there are error and it doesn't work. I don't know why, but this light should be going there now. If it doesn't work, there's a way to work around it. So let's see. So this is our right from the front. Front it would be no, it's actually correct. It worked. So let's do the same for the right. Grab the position, 3D position, copy it, and paste it to the right from the front. Now everything is working nicely so far. So what we want to do now is hold shift and highlight both the lights and just grab this little thing and go to the null. So now what happens is, because the null is what we are going to animate, if we move the null, the light should follow. So we don't need those two 3D positions. We have used them, and now the lights will follow the null. So having done that, let's come back to the front. Still working. Let's come back to the front. And maybe so. In fact, I wanna scale up our background and move it to the left. Now, what I want to do now is just go to your camera and pan to the left, yeah, something like so, and let's rotate the camera from the jet now, so it's looking a little bit more to the left and maybe a little bit down as well. No, that's not down, and something like that. So that's just positioning the jet in a position where we can animate it. Adjust the background a little bit, like so. So now what we want to do is go to jet null, bring the camera just a below so we can work easier with it. Go to jet null, bring up the position, and drag it back. Let's say something around there, and create a position or key. Open up the camera and transform, and we're going to work with point of interest. So what you want to do is copy the jet null position, copy it, go to point of interest, and go to edit, paste. As you can see, we will solve the background. We're going to solve that after. Don't worry about it. And let's say go forward 3 seconds. Go to jet and bring it forward. Let's say about over there. And what you wanna go now in your group node. Go to the start. Click on position like so. Go to edit, copy, and then go to point of interest, edit, paste. So let's see what we have for now. Play it. So let me go to the start. I wanna go to the camera and pan it maybe like so. Now let's play again. Now we have that effect. And if you want it to be, let me see. If you want it to be faster, grab those two positions and maybe drag it in. See? Now you see you have a nice pan, and let's work with the background. Let's go all the way to where the background starts to go away. Go to your background, hold shift and D to duplicate, and what you want to do is click on R, bring up the orientation, the new one, the new background, maybe scale it a little bit down like so. You want these 2 points to intersect. And don't worry about the, we are going to put on motion blur, and maybe scale it up. And we're going to need to do this one more time. Duplicate, R to bring up the orientation, so now let me put on motion blur and activate it for the three background layers, and then see what we got. I think I probably have to do a few minor adjustments. Let's have a look first. A little bit slow. It got slower because of the motion blur on the three layers. So definitely something we maybe have to adjust, but um, in real time, I'm not sure we are even going to really notice it. It's we're noticing now because it's pretty slow. It's going frame by frame now, so that's why we are seeing it so detailed. Yeah, we can still see it, I guess. So let's see what we can do about that. Just adjust a little bit until it looks somewhat better. Play around and drag it forward, backward, like up, down, until you think it looks good. So I think it's much better. It's difficult to actually get it right, like perfectly right. So just play around with it, like I said, and I think that's much better. And let's have a look now. Another thing I want to do is maybe scale up the jet so it doesn't look so small. Alright, let's check it out. And by the way, uh, add when I add black bars, if there's any bad intersection on the bottom or at the top, it won't be visible because of the black bars. So in fact, let's add black bars now. Layer, new, solid, and so, and then go to inverted, invert the mask, and just off the what's it called, mask, toggle mask off, and maybe let's do just to finish it up because this is the main part of basically how to do this pan with the camera. Let's just do a adjustment layer, effect, color correction, throw a curve, and maybe a this is you might not necessarily have this, but I have this plugin Matchy Looks just to color correct it. And let's see what we can get. Come on. Maybe that one. Yeah, just pops the colors a little bit up and bring it below the uh, black bars, and maybe go to element 3D and just play around with the lighting. If you go to renders and go to lighting, yep, dramatic, and maybe just a little bit extra light, and there we go. So that's a wrap. I think we you got the main gist of what I was trying to do in this tutorial. The most important part was how to get this beautiful pan with the camera by using the basically the element 3D null and position and the camera point of interest. So let's just do one preview, and then obviously if you throw in some sound or something, um, it will sell the picture much better. But this looks beautiful. Even when it's going as slow as this, frame by frame, you can't really say much negative about the background. So let's just wait and play it in real time, then wrap it up. Right, here we go. That looks nice. That looks absolutely gorgeous. And with sound and maybe some extra add like glow on. I haven't done it, but we could simply activate the glow. This will wreck up everything. And just save it before I make everything crash. Life of a puny PC, even worse laptop. So get fly, fly, and yeah. So so I think we are done. I think that's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or any comment, just write it down in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.